Hello, welcome to Tom's Cubes and Games, and a quick continuation of a look at the Kinhank K56, more specifically Pegasus game launcher. So we go home. That's the Pegasus game launcher. Okay, so we navigate on the game launcher R1, L1 to go through the systems. Okay. Launch a game with A. Right, let's quit that. Okay, so that's fairly easy. Let's go back to the home screen. That works as you'd expect. Now if we leave the game running and go back to the home screen, say we go and do something else, that game will still be running. But it seems that most games that are running through RetroArch will do a reset when you return to the game. There we go, it did a reset. I believe that's the games running through RetroArch. But separate emulators have their own idiosyncrasies, so the N64 games just keep running. So I've got Majora's Mask up and running there. N64 runs really well on this K56. I've tested Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. I've got some good results there. Now while we're in N64, the back button brings up the menu. It's a toggle, and as you see it pauses it while it's up. Now you can fast forward by setting speed to 100%, 250% even, and then toggle the menu off. So that's running at 250%. Toggle the menu on, put it back to 100, toggle the menu off, done. And there's a few more options to experiment with here, but obviously the most useful are going to be save, and load. Okay. Go back to the home screen. Now, License to Kill is a completely separate emulator to N64, so that will still be running. But that particular setup does a reset. Okay, right. Let's quit the game. Go back to the menu, Pegasus menu. Now, when you're within Pegasus, we've seen R2, R1 even, and L1 go through the different systems. Let's make a note, we've got some favourites there. Another note, by the way, 3DS does not run well. Alright, now, let's suppose I'm going to play a cave game. And I think, okay, yeah, I like this. Let's make it my favourite. So we press X And then we have this menu on the left. The X menu toggles on and off, or we can press B to come out of it. We can go up and down that menu with the D-pad, the L stick, or use touch screen. So I'm in Cave and I'm going to add Air Galley to favourites by just pressing it, and you see it's added it to favourites. Now if I press L1 or R1 to navigate through, it keeps that menu up and I can't navigate further games, so I've got to get rid of that menu by pressing X or B. Now I can navigate within a system. Alright, let's go back and look at favourites. And there it is, Air Galley, however you pronounce it. I suppose I don't like that as a favourite. Trouble is I can't get rid of it here. Right. See, it won't let me remove it. I have to go back. So go back to the Cave system. So select Cave, press X. Now I can remove it from favourites. Trouble is, going back to favourites, you may not remember which system it is. So if I want to remove 3D block and say I can't remember which system it was, because as we saw I can't remove it here, yeah, so I'll start the game. Now I know it's NES, so I'll quit that. Navigate to, what was the name of that game again? 3D block. So go to NES. There we go. And there's 3D block. So I can press X and I can remove it from favourites. I'm just going to put it back temporarily. I suppose I can't find 3D block in the system list. The menu for that is Y. And just move down here in that left hand menu. See, you can move up and down to that search bar and just start typing the name of whatever it is you're looking for. So that was 3D, there it is, 3D block. But I still can't navigate because I've got that. I can't navigate because I've got this menu up still, so I've got to press Y to get rid of that menu. Now I can navigate 3D block, press X. Now I can remove it from favourites because I found it now. But oh look, all my games aren't showing up. And if I move to a different system, it's still got that text filter running. So press Y for that menu again. Move to the text entry bar and you can see the text is still here. So I can press back delete. But look, now that's not deleting. And if you look, the cursor for some reason sometimes moves to the left. So I can move the cursor to the right with the D-pad. Press X. Now it's deleted all the search filter text. Thus the filter is clear. I can press B. And we're back to all the games are now listed. Let's try that one more time as an example. That's like crazy that you can't remove your favourites. So License to Kill, I can't remember what that is, so I'll press start to play it. That's Commodore Amiga A500. Let's quit that. So I need to remove it. So it's License to Kill, it's an Amiga game. There it is at the top. Let's pretend I can't find it. So I'll press Y. Last played is selected, so I move down to search. Start typing License to Kill. There it is. Press B to come out of the text edit. I can now press X for that games menu. I can remove it from favourites. I can toggle that menu off with X or press B. And again, the filter is still active, so I'll press Y. I'm already on the search filter text entry thing, so I'll press backspace, delete. And that time it didn't move the cursor. So as you can see, the text field is clear, thus the filter is clear and all games are showing. If I move back to favourites, here's an example. I've got problems with this. I've got no idea what that's called. Oh, we have a real world mini crash. Let's just close that up. But not, I reckon that's a sign maybe I've got too many things going on in the background. Perhaps it might be due to restart. I've been fiddling around and jumping between apps a lot. So it's done pretty well not to have had a problem up until now. Actually, while we're looking at it, on that Y button menu, if I move so just below that text entry, you can change the colour scheme. Looks pretty cool. I like orange, just orange and black, looks cool. 8-bit music is currently playing, as you can hear. And we can set that to game music, which doesn't play anything. I need to investigate this. Please comment in the comment section if you know what's going on. Is it's looking for an OGG file in BGM? Then it's mute anyway, and then back to 8-bit. And similarly, please comment if you know what this menu option does, mute or music. Don't know which option that is. It's not related to that from what I can gather. I just don't know. And then finally we've got thumbnail size. And again, I can toggle that menu with Y or press B. Well, I hope you found those tips useful. And as a parter, let's just finish off with a bit of mouse Japanese advert. That's fantastic. Thanks for watching. Bye.